All right, so 5 things I wish I knew before starting Elden Ring. These are a couple of things that I picked up along the way and wanted to share on here as well. So at some point throughout the game, you're going to come across these glowing statues, and for the longest time, I had no clue what they were for. You hit them a couple of times and nothing happened, but apparently you're supposed to wait until giant nearby enemies come along. You let them follow you, and apparently they are the ones that destroy the statue, and then you're able to loot what's inside. So I wish I knew that from the very beginning. Seems simple enough. Then you just take out the enemy, and then you get your prize. So on my first playthrough, I did not know that you can get a lantern, and a lantern is sold at this side of Grace by this merchant. And the best part about this is that it's attached to your hip. So instead of applying a torch to one of your off hands or anything, you just have this lantern that's reusable. You attach it to your hip, and it glows in the areas where you need some light. And it's the best thing that I ever come across, and I didn't know about it until my second playthrough. This one I feel a little bit bad about, but apparently, if you didn't want to go and travel to all the merchants to get their stuff, if you take out the merchants, you get a ball bearing from them when they die, and you're able to take it back to the Twin Maiden husks back at the round table, and you have a one-stop shop for all your shopping needs. But you do have to take out the merchants first in order to do this. So kind of feel bad about it, and you just got to kind of pick and choose which ones you want to take out. But it does make shopping easy because it's only one stop that you're going to have everything right here at the round table. And at number 3, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I wish someone told me that it is actually okay to die. Now, I know that it's a whole component of the Souls games, but every time you die in Elden Ring, at least for me, it felt like every single time was a huge failure. You get more frustrated, but that only built up the fuel to go back and hopefully pick up your souls so you don't lose all of them and take out the enemy that rudely took you out of the game. The other part of this is when you go back, revenge did feel really, really good. And going through my first time in Elden Ring, no one told me that was actually supposed to happen, but it did feel really good when you went back and took them out. At number 4, upgrade your weapons guilt-free. Sometimes in games you feel like you shouldn't upgrade your weapons because you might miss out on something later in the game. You have plenty of materials. Upgrade those weapons to make the early game a lot easier. And the last thing is that New Game Plus is a lot of fun. Now, this game mode you're able to get to when you beat Elden Ring and go through, and you're given the option to go through the game again in New Game Plus. I chose to step away for a little bit, but I didn't realize that actually going through and playing the game again is actually a whole lot of fun with your same armor and materials.